DSTV's production of All Access Road to Lake Charles is brought to you by
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Good, there we go. First cut, right there, score. All right? Yeah. Okay, now, you guys haven't run up, so what you're going to do, you're going to pass it, he goes through, go. There's nothing. And then you see he goes through, too, there's nothing. Okay, then we'll reverse it. Instead of standing here when you reverse it, score that, right there. Here we go.
Those three guys, you know, like we can, for sure we got 6 guys that can play, but with those 3 guys, you know, we have 9 guys, and that's the thing with teams that can go deep in the playoffs. They have depth. Even though we don't have size, and which how the game is evolving, I mean, you need a big, but that big needs to run the floor or whatever, and of course get rebounds. But if they can run the floor, in today's game, the big also has to not only guard the biggest person on the court, he also has to guard, you know, a guard as well that's smaller than him, somebody much quicker.
With those guards comes speed, and I would hope you have that with your guards. And as soon as that ball goes over the top into a post or any sort of situation, hopefully we can push them enough and pester the ball enough to where they can't get it down the court. But if that happens, we start swarming it, no pun intended, being Yellow Jackets, but we start swarming the ball and make that post uncomfortable. And also from a coaching staff perspective, we have scouted that big most likely enough to where we know which way he's going to go pretty much every time, what he's going to be looking for, if he has his best look or worst look, and we can start to make him favor his non-dominant hand or turn a certain way, and or at least even knowing if I can swipe that ball because I know he's going to turn to the right every time. We'll have him scouted to a T. We'll even know what he had for breakfast probably.
Tate Dorsey, I'm class of 2027. Well, I've been playing basketball since I was 8, and I play point guard.
Great, you know, got him here. You know, that's my cousin, that's my people. Tate, like I say, he a good player, like my brother. We've been playing since we was young. We're on the same AAU team. I know what Tate can do. Tate can get to the rack. He gonna play defense. He gonna shoot the ball. He gonna get in somebody's head. Like I say, Tate, he might as well call him the bucket getter. He'll get a bucket when needed. He gonna lock down. Like I say, Tate gonna be a real good impact on this team.
Tate don't mind guarding full court. Tate also get it. Tate also don't mind getting rebounds, doing the dirty work. But Tate specializes in handling the ball and finishing at the rim. He's gonna be big for us this year too.
Yeah, you know, Trey was with us all summer, which was fortunate. We got that done and everything else. Parents moved out here. Parents are really involved. Good kid. The transition's gonna be tough as it would be on anybody, but he did a good job over the summer, and we expect him, he's only a sophomore, we expect him to do some good things for us varsity-wise as well.
I'm Tanner Kerner. I'm a sophomore for Denham Springs basketball. I play point guard, and I've been playing probably since I was 8 years old.
I've been knowing Tanner since we was 4. We played football together. Tanner, he flashy, and he just funny. He flashy. Everything it just always look good. That's how he got the nickname White Chocolate.
Kerner, yeah, I took a big liking to Tanner early on. He reminds me a lot of myself whenever I played. He sees the court better than anybody else, I think. At least, and that's just me early on saying it, but he has great vision despite being 4'0". And I love that he is able to pick up quickly on what we're doing, and I can't speak highly enough of him.
My name is Jermaine Williams, class of 2027. I've been playing, you know, basketball since I was 10 years old. You know, it's a nice sport, cool sport to play, and I really look forward to playing it all my life. And you know, I can't wait to get back to it. Right now in football, and you know, when we get back to it, it's gonna be a fun season. Win the state championship, and we're gonna get it.
He could guard every position 1 through 5. In the locker room, he's a glue guy. He holds everybody together, and this team run off him.
Came in as a freshman last year, broke the charge record for the school, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Jeremy is kind of the glue guy of the team. He could play all 5 positions if you let him. He'll dive on the ball, do the dirty work. He don't mind guarding their biggest player, their strongest player. He also don't mind taking the elbow to the face. You need people like Jeremy on your team.
As a guard, and whatever you want to call it, guard, big man. Like I said, I'm still young, but anybody on this team could be a leader. And my role in the team is defense. Defense and get buckets when needed to, but really defense. I start the game off with a lot of energy. Always gonna stay energized. You got people like the Twins and Tate to start off and get some buckets, but my role on this team is defense. Be a leader, and just do the dirty work.
He play real hard. He gonna give you a charge about every game. Give you a charge. He gonna play lockdown defense.
Jeremy's gonna be a sophomore, started 35 games for us last year. Tough, stand in front of anybody, take a charge foul, great kid. We just wanna make sure that we don't ask Jeremy to do things that he maybe can't do because we've lost Brock, we've lost Mason. I think that he'll be just fine. I think it's gonna be hard to keep him off the court. So we hope he stays healthy, and we're looking forward to getting him back too.
Jeremy kind of surprised all of us, for him to get 40 charges last year, that's unheard of, especially for a freshman. But if I could say Jeremy could be something off the court, I feel like he can be a mayor, get along with everybody. I don't think he ever met a stranger. Team player, him taking those charges, that puts your team up here.
My phone was gonna blow up by anybody, it was gonna be Jeremy. He doesn't know a stranger. Came in as a freshman with the most amount of confidence. Coach Cab will probably tell you this as well. He told Coach Cab in a summer league game, "Coach, I'm ready if you need me." On a varsity level as a freshman, so that's impressive. That's some. I thought at first reckless confidence, but he definitely backed it up, and he started all 35 games that we had. So Jeremy is great. He lives right by Trey. He and Trey are very, very close, and it's great to have Jeremy for Trey as he's coming in new to the program, so he can help him settle in fast as possible. And as soon as Jeremy gets back out here, I know the level at practice is going to elevate because Jeremy brings out the best around people in him.
I feel like if we didn't have him, I feel like we wouldn't have won. We wouldn't have won that many games. I think he added 8 more games, just not from scoring because he didn't score that much, but 40 charges. I mean, if you want to add that up, I mean that's a lot of points.
My name is Deshaun Goldman. I go to Denham Springs High School, class of 2026, and I've been playing basketball since I was 4 years old. Deshaun Goldman. I'm a junior in the class of 2026. I'm a guard, and I've been playing basketball since I was 4 years old. I'm not the best shooter, but I can hit a couple shots. I'm really good at getting to the goal. I can play above the rim a little bit, and I can play defense full court. And with handling the ball, I feel like I could get up the court, and then I can notice when they're coming at me and dish it off to a teammate or something like that. We can both, play defense and score the basketball, but he's more of he dribbles and play makes better, and and I finish around the rim, and I can shoot better. So that's some differences.
You know, the Twins, they're two very big personalities, I'll tell you that. Two very different personalities. Well, they might be twins, but they're two different people, you know. You got the right-hand twin, John, shooter, very, very quiet, but when he gets in that mode, he's in that mode. And then the left-hand twin is more of a playmaker. Pretty fun guy to be around, you know, always laughing, cracking a joke.
But the Twins, that's just them too. When them both on the court together, it's like they get an attribute boost. Only when they on the court together, it's like, wow, they play good together.
You know, the Twins very helpful. They put me into everything, let me learn the plays early, stay back with me, worked in the gym with me a lot of times. I feel like their personality is really good to this team. They lead us also, and you know, they're willing to work and they're gonna do anything to win the game. They're never gonna give up, and you know, these gonna be great players off the court and on the court.
I've been playing with the Twins for a long time. We got a tight bond too. It's like junior high ball all the way up. I've been playing with them since I was young. Play with them AAU.
Well, sometimes, you know, there's a couple of things that keeps them apart. One's left-handed, one's right-handed, the numbers game and everything else. And sometimes it's hard to tell between the two. To be honest, you used to could tell a little bit skill set wise and everything, but now both of them, they constantly working on their games during the summer, and we're really excited to have them back for 2 more years.
They know where each other at. I give them that from just from being around basketball, spacing wise. Like say for instance, Deshaun, if he's driving left or whatever from the left side, his brother gonna fade to that corner and he's gonna instantly kick it or whatever. So they have some type of, they have chemistry doing all that and stuff. Both of them, you know, defensive wise, you know, because they so good at reaching for the ball and getting their hands.
Deshaun is a lot more talkative than his brother, and I'm going to use his brother as a comparison because I can do that. It's the best way to do it. But he's a lot more talkative. He's going to always want to guard the best player on the court, and he's proven that he has the capability to be a great defender and has great hands. He's able to get to some stuff that I never expected him to be able to get to in certain scenarios last year. So watching him on film was very entertaining and on the sideline.
Translate a lot, especially like with legs. In the long run is good, but like, so say we have like weights, then we have conditioning, and then on Wednesdays we have 7-on-7 with it sometimes, and then we have to go play a summer league game later that night. Your legs kind of feel dead in like the second quarter of the basketball game. Playing since, you know, first game, I never played a game without them. Our chemistry, as y'all expect, probably better than everybody else's on the court because, you know, we could do things without saying it. We'll both be thinking it a lot of the times. And it gives us a big advantage over some teams. Playing together, I wouldn't say first because we always played together, but like a couple years ago we was always going back and forth on the court, arguing with each other. But over the years we kind of cut that out, and now that we stopped, it's like we see more things starting to click between us. And see, I can notice when they helping off him and he gonna be wide open, and it's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. I just like playing with him a lot.
My name is Jermaine, class of 2026. I've been playing basketball since I was like 3 or 4.
Jermaine, you know, probably best player on the team right now. Like I say, Jermaine, he could be a leader sometimes, but sometimes, you know, he can sometimes you know, he can fall off sometimes, but he'll always get up because we always pick him up as leaders on the team, like me and the twins and Larry. Like I say, Jermaine gonna be very big to this team, and like I said, you can't lose him. But if he here, he's definitely gonna give us, you know, 15 plus points a game, and he gonna lock up on defense. Jermaine is just that player we need on that team.
Easy. Cause our chemistry has been there. We've been playing with each other since we were like 4 years old.
I just hope, you know, we straight this year. You know, he could do so much.
Jermaine is He's an all-around player. He can do everything on the floor, and he in the locker room he's more of a nonchalant guy. He like to chill in his locker, but on the court he gon' go get it done.
If we was missing Jermaine last year, I feel like this year it could be good because he come back and he bring a lot to the team.
It's been some time. I set out to knowing I'm finna come back to a major comeback. Like, this year gonna be the biggest year that I done had in Denham.
See him come back, he's really used to in the classroom. He's constantly doing homework outside of just at practice, and I think he, I mean, there's a reason he was first team all-district as a freshman as well. People kind of forget about that, I think. He naturally will sneakily get 20, 25 points a game if he can play like he can.
If I wouldn't have did what I did, got in trouble, we could have went farther. That was my fault, it was a mistake, but mistakes to be learned from.
You know, Jermaine, first team all-district as a freshman, had a struggle his sophomore year, made some decisions maybe he shouldn't have made or shouldn't have made, but he's another one. He's one of those kids that played for Coach Piku over there in that junior high 8th grade team that was so good, and we're happy to have him back now. He's injured as you and I speak, but hopefully he'll be back around here, and he's gonna have some work to do because he's been out for a while, but he's another one, you know, athletic-wise, and one that we're excited to have back.
My name is J.K. O'Connor. I play point guard. I'm number 4. I've been playing for 4 years.
JK also gonna guard you from one side of the court to the other. He gonna dive on the ground. He'll jump into the bleachers for a ball. He also ain't gonna let nobody mess with his teammate. One game I remember getting in an argument with somebody. Then the dude had his hand on me, and JK was like, switch with me. I bet he won't talk no more. And JK was just going at the dude for the rest of the game. Yeah, I love JK.
Look, it's all love. I feel bad when he dribbled the ball. I feel bad for the basketball when it's in his hand. It's just like he trying to kill the basketball, but no, he's like our Pat Bev. Like, you know, our defensive guy who gets everything going.
I feel bad for the basketball every time that he touches it, you know. Just pray for the basketball, but always a fun guy to be around, always laughing, cracking jokes, so, you know. Like another one of my teammates. But we closer, so we like, because we've been playing longer, been in the same household. But it been good playing with my brother.
He a spark. He bring a lot of energy. He's act the same on the court, like he act the same in here like he do on the court. He got a lot of energy everywhere he go. He gonna give you 110% every time down the court.
Decision making, you know, you have to be, you know, you have to improve that. But when, you know, when his decision making good, like we up and running. But like when his energy, when he's not out there, we don't have that type of energy that he has. Like the energy that he has is contagious. Like when he play hard, like everybody playing hard.
Larry Guerin, class of 25, point guard. I've been playing basketball for about 5 years. I can bring pretty good playmaking, defense, and I feel like I can be the energy guy for the team. You know, that's gonna hustle and do the dirty work that nobody else is gonna do.
He can score the ball very well. He can pass very well, and yeah, in the locker room, he be in everybody's face. He get involved with everybody.
Larry, he one of the leaders of the team. He a hustle player too, pretty strong. Shoot pretty well, and run the plays well, all that.
Larry, I like Larry, you know, as a senior this year. Last year, you know, Larry got in some big time games, and like I said, he wasn't scared of them, but I think he was a little nervous because he wasn't ready at that type of time. But like I say, this year, Larry, he got stronger, got some new moves and stuff like that. You know, he been improving over the summer. He been in the gym with me a lot. Like I said, this is a big season for Larry. We definitely gonna need him this season.
The first one who was my go-to guy in JV, I would say, especially the years leading up to his varsity role. Larry was the one I knew if he was in foul trouble or if he wasn't able to get the ball, we were gonna be in trouble. Things were gonna be pretty shaky with that. So Larry's been rock solid for at least the JV side, and then he's just been constantly working out and elevating his game to a varsity level. I'm excited to see him finally get the reps that he deserves at the varsity.
Larry will probably be captain on this team. Larry is another one who has waited his turn. He did a fine job, played a tough game against Natchitoches Central, extended minutes that he wasn't used to. But Larry's going to be a major player for us this year, and we think he can handle that. As coaching staff, we talk about it during practice. He's grown just almost as much as the twin has. And we think that Larry will play a big part in our game this year.
My name is Gary Rankin, class of 2025.
He's another guy who'll come into the game, help us to handle the ball when needed. And like I say, Gary's, you know, good player, big time season for him too as a senior.
Doing anything it takes to win, just shooting, rebounding, playing defense.
Garris is another one of those guys. He came up with that group, that senior class, and it was a pleasure. Him, Pusho, they were huge for me in JV, and I mean, I can't speak highly enough of Garris and his work ethic. He's again raised extremely well. Yes sir, no sir, and he gives us some good pressure on defense. Already what I've seen in the summer, so he's knocked down a couple shots for us. So hopefully he can keep that going. I'm excited to see him out there.
My name is Christian Pusho, and I'm a class 2025. I've been playing basketball for since I was probably 5 or 6.
Pusho's an athletic freak. He could jump out the gym, he could shoot the ball really well, and he could block shots really good. And he's probably the most quiet person we got on the team.
Love Pusho, big time season for him too. As a senior, you know, if I can just get him to start dunking the ball more, he got all them hops on he probably got the best hops on the team. But like I say, Pusho, you know, he'll get some rebounds for us. He's gonna bring the energy to the table as well, and he can shoot the rock too when open. And like I say, it's a big time season for him as well.
Christian's kind of waited his turn. He's had some moments. Had some moments this summer that were not necessarily surprising, I'd say, as a coach. Maybe as a spectator watching would say, hey, but we've seen it. You know, his biggest adjustment is playing the way he plays for us in the summer, playing the way he plays for us in practice on Friday nights at 7 o'clock when those striped shirts are out there. And if he can accomplish that, which I believe he can, he's going to see a lot of minutes this year.
My name is Riley Boutwell. I'm the class of 2025. It's my 4th year playing, and I'm a power forward.
Probably the loudest dude everywhere, on the court and in the locker room. He's probably the goofiest dude we got, but some people will probably underestimate his skill set, but he can shock you if you take him lightly. Riley kind of the comedian of the team. You look up, my freshman year, you look up in the bleachers of the varsity games, or you on the court and you just hear him screaming at the other student section, and we just in the dad's gym, and then he the only Denham person up screaming, going back and forth with the student section. Coach Cav had to tell him to cut it out a couple times.
I think, you know, I bring a lot of energy. I think I bring, you know, I can stretch the floor. I think I'm like a glue that holds the team together just by my energy, just the way how I'm around everybody.
That's my dog, Riley. I love Riley. He gonna bring that energy to the table. He'll get some good minutes this year. Like I say, he deserved it over the summer. Like I say, he was shooting. I ain't like, Riley was shooting the ball, unexpected, getting to the goal, got some new moves in the bag.
Riley, my great teammate. That's the first thing I think about when I think about Riley. Riley's another one that's going to be fortunate at the beginning of the year. Football is winning big to play extended minutes. Riley can score the basketball. He has as a junior. But I think the greatest thing Riley brings is he's an excellent teammate. He's a guy that's encouraging, and we need those guys.
I'm a senior. Been playing basketball since I was like 8, and I'm a point guard and shooting guard.
Probably the quietest person in the locker room. He don't really say much. He can shoot the ball very well, and probably he had a recent growth spurt, so he probably could help us very well.
Chris Gaines, he was my other point guard with me besides Larry, or at least one of those options when it came to handling the ball in our JV squad. And he hurt his knee coming in, and now it's just now getting back healed. He went through ACL surgery. And I'm excited to have him back. He started to develop a little bit of a jump shot, and so besides just handling the rock, hopefully he gives us a good bit of minutes whenever he does get in to contribute, for sure.
DSTV's production of All Access Road to Lake Charles is brought to you by
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.